Welcome to Sleep Begins. The day is over, the night is here, and it's time to give yourself permission to rest. Settle beneath your blankets, get comfortable, and allow the noise of the day to slowly fade away. Whether you're settling into bed or simply looking for a moment of peace, you've found the perfect place to unwind. Now, let's begin. Somewhere far from the noise of the world, tucked between tall pines and a quiet, snow-covered hillside, there's a small wooden cabin. Tonight, snow is falling. Not a heavy snow, just a slow, gentle drift past the window. The kind of snow that seems to know exactly how tired you are and has come to help you rest. Inside, a fire glows low in the stone hearth, filling the room with warm, flickering light. The logs shift now and then with a soft crackle, sending up a thin curl of smoke that smells faintly of cedar and something like warm honey. The light moves gently across the wooden walls, orange and gold, never quite still, never in a hurry to go anywhere. The cabin is small, but it holds everything it needs. A worn armchair sits by the fire, a heavy quilted blanket draped over one arm, soft from years of use. A kettle, just finished boiling, rests quiet on the old iron stove. A window nearby has fogged slightly at the edges, and through the clear patch in the middle, you can see the snow drifting down past the dark, silent trees. You settle into the armchair, sinking into the worn cushions, and pull the blanket over your knees. It's heavier than it looks, the kind of blanket that seems to hold in warmth a little longer than it should, wrapping around you like a slow, patient hug. Outside, the world has gone soft and quiet, the way it only does under fresh snow. There's no wind tonight, no sound at all really. Just a deep, settled hush, as if the whole forest has decided, together, to rest. Somewhere past the window, you can almost sense the snow gathering on the branches, the porch railing, the woodpile by the door, each surface disappearing slowly beneath a clean, quiet layer of white. The fire pops gently, and a single ember drifts up toward the chimney and disappears into the dark. Your shoulders loosen without you meaning them to. Your breathing slows, matching the stillness outside, slow in, slow out, the same unhurried pace as the snow drifting steadily past the window. There's nowhere you need to be tonight. Nothing waiting for you, nothing pulling at your thoughts. Just this room, this fire, this quiet, snow-filled dark. The kettle on the stove has gone quiet now, its work finished for the evening. An old wooden clock ticks softly on the far wall, its hands moving slower than usual. Or maybe that's simply how it feels when your eyes start to grow heavy and the whole world begins to soften at the edges. You watch the fire for a while, the way the flames lean and sway, curling around the logs, glowing brighter for a moment before settling low again. Little sparks rise and fade before they ever reach the chimney. It's the kind of thing you could watch for hours without ever growing tired of it. The gentle motion asking nothing of you at all. Your eyelids grow heavier. Outside, the snow keeps falling, soft and endless, never faster, never slower, simply constant, simply there. Somewhere out in the trees, a branch settles under its new weight of snow. A small, muffled sound, and then the night falls quiet again, wrapped back up in the hush of the falling snow. The blanket is warm around you. The chair holds you gently, like it was shaped just for this moment. The fire burns low and slow now, the way it always does at the end of a long, quiet night when the wood has given most of its warmth to the room and is content to simply glow. You don't need to do anything right now. You don't need to think or plan or hold on to anything at all. Just watch the snow drifting steadily past the window. Just feel the warmth of the fire settling into your skin. Just let your breathing slow and slower still until each breath feels like it belongs to the same soft rhythm as the snowfall outside. Think, if you like, of the cabin itself. Its wooden beams worn smooth by years of quiet evenings like this one. Its walls thick enough to keep the cold outside, thin enough to let the hush of the snowy night settle gently in, like a lullaby the house has heard 1,000 times and never grown tired of. Think of the path leading up to the door, already softened under a thin layer of new snow, glowing faintly blue in the moonlight. Think of the porch outside the window, where a single rocking chair sits still and quiet, a light dusting of snow gathering along its arms, patient, waiting for morning. Think of the woods beyond the cabin, dark and calm, the tall pines standing heavy and still, their branches bowing gently under soft, white weight, roots steady in the frozen earth below. Somewhere among them, small creatures curl up in their own quiet shelters, tucked beneath root and fallen logs, waiting out the winter night the same unhurried way you are. Somewhere beyond the trees, a frozen stream lies silent under a thin sheet of ice, its usual murmur stilled for the season, resting the way everything rests under snow, patient, sure that spring will come again in its own time. Back inside, the fire settles a little lower. The room has grown warm all the way through now, the kind of warm that sinks into your bones and asks nothing more of you than to simply rest. The blanket around you has taken on the heat of your body, wrapping you in a warmth that feels entirely your own. Your thoughts begin to drift, loose and unhurried, the way snow drifts past a window with nowhere in particular to be. Maybe you think of the kettle and how good the tea will taste tomorrow morning. Maybe you think of the snow and how it always seems to fall exactly as long as it needs to, never rushing, never lingering past its welcome. Maybe you think of nothing at all, just the hush, just the warmth, just this slow and steady moment. The old clock on the wall keeps its quiet rhythm, each tick a little further apart than the last, or so it seems. The fire has burned down to a soft bed of glowing embers now, orange beneath a thin layer of ash, still warm, still giving off its gentle light, content to simply exist without needing to blaze or crackle any longer. Outside, the snow keeps falling in that same soft, unhurried way, gathering quietly on every branch and railing and rooftop, filling in every path and footprint left behind during the day, smoothing the whole world into something calm and new. The wind has stayed calm too. No stirring in the branches, just a faint stillness settling over the trees and the frozen stream and the small wooden cabin nestled among them. You feel your body sinking further into the chair, heavier now, warmer now, each breath slower than the one before. The blanket rests easily over you. The room around you is dim and gold, lit only by the last soft glow of the embers, casting long, gentle shadows across the wooden floor. There is nothing left to do tonight but rest. No task waiting. No thought that needs finishing. No reason to open your eyes again until morning. The cabin will hold this warmth for you through the night. The fire will keep its low glow until dawn. The snow will fall exactly as long as it needs to, and then it too will rest. Somewhere above the cabin, the clouds move slowly across a sky you can't quite see, thick and gray, letting the snow drift down gently, in no hurry to let go. Beneath them, the roof holds its quiet weight, snow gathering softly, layer by layer, with no sound at all, no beginning and no end. If you listen closely, you might notice how complete the quiet is tonight. No patter, no rush, just a hush so full it seems to hold the whole room in place. It never asks you to keep track of it, only to feel it, the way you might sense a hand resting gently on your shoulder. Not for the weight of it, but for the comfort of the stillness itself. The floorboards beneath the chair creak faintly now, and then settling the way old wood does in the cool of the evening, easing into itself the same way you are easing into the blanket, into the chair, into the low golden light of the fire. Nothing in this cabin is in a rush tonight. Not the wood, not the flame, not the snow, not you. Further back in the room, past the edge of the firelight, the kitchen sits quiet and still. Dishes put away, the counter wiped clean, everything resting until morning. There is a kind of peace in a house that has finished its work for the day, and has nothing left to do but hold its warmth and wait for the night to pass. Even the shadows in the corners seem softer now, worn smooth by firelight, the way stones are worn smooth by a slow-moving stream. They aren't anything to notice or worry over. They're simply part of the quiet, part of this whole unhurried evening curling in around you. You might not remember later exactly when your thoughts stopped forming into full sentences, when they began instead to drift as loose and soft as the smoke rising from the chimney. That's all right. That's exactly how it should happen. Slowly, without you ever noticing the moment it begins. The snow will keep falling for as long as it needs to, and so will the fire's low glow. And you, wrapped warm in this quiet cabin, held by the chair and the blanket, and the deep hush outside, can simply rest for as long as you need to. Somewhere far off, past the trees and the frozen stream, the rest of the world continues on. But none of it matters here. Not tonight, in this small warm room with its quiet fire and gently falling snow. Let your shoulders sink a little further into the chair. Let your hands rest loose and open beneath the blanket. Let your breathing settle into that same unhurried rhythm as the snow outside. Slow in, slow out, again and again, each breath a little deeper than the last. The fire glows low and steady, embers breathing softly in the dark. The snow continues its gentle hush past the window, patient and endless, needing nothing from you but your rest. The frozen stream keeps its silence beyond the trees. The pines stand calm and still, the whole small world outside settling into the same deep, peaceful hush that has settled over you. You are warm. You are safe. You are held gently by this small cabin, its low fire, its softly falling snow, the same way it has held countless quiet nights before this one, and will hold more after. There is nothing more to do now but rest. Let the snow carry the last of your thoughts away, soft and slow, the way it settles over everything outside your window, unhurried, patient, endless. Let the warmth of the fire settle fully into you, all the way down, until every part of you feels heavy and calm and still. Somewhere in the quiet, your breathing has already slowed to match the hush outside. Somewhere in the warmth, your thoughts have already begun to drift, loose and soft, further and further from anything that needs holding on to. The cabin stays steady around you, its walls warm, its fire low, its roof gently gathering every soft flake of snow through the long, quiet night. Rest now. There is nothing waiting for you but sleep, soft and deep and unhurried, the same way this snow has fallen tonight, patient and endless, asking nothing, needing nothing, simply here, simply now, simply enough. Let it carry you the rest of the way.